Hi, Monkyvers. Hi. Welcome to my patrons to my course slash challenge of 30 days to recovering your faith and love, where I teach you so many things and so many facts and so many tactics of this healing process that you might don't know. I did it free even though for these things. Like my kitty is right here. But also I'm gonna teach you a couple things, okay? So the first day is today. Thank you so much. And I've been doing this with the goal to teach you about it because I won't push you to do this like one day, seeing these 30 videos and put it like on trial, because this need to require one day by one day by one day by one day, everything above. So I really hope that it will help you in that sense. Okay, first of all, I'm going to go to this. Okay, so I need to check this. Wait a little second. Okay, this is recorded live, like it just paused. Okay, today we're talking about your sacred intention. Okay, have a paper, a journal, whatever you feel comfortable. You don't buy with like writing, you can do that with your phone, but just have a little section where you put like in the title 30 days of healing. That's it. Okay, so write down about it and do that. Okay, so the first day I'm going to tell you things that you might want to learn, maybe some couple things that you might want to work, but I'm going to tell you what is this course about. It's about healing, recovering your faith and love, because I really don't have faith and love. I used to say that, and I really was the type of girl that really suppressed a lot of emotions, and really I'm a woman that knows how to handle my emotions. And I really was in a period of time where I blocked intentionally all my emotions of love. I suppressed that a lot, and I was not capable. Not is that I want to in purpose, don't want to like no one, even if they love, even if they like, even if they were a 10 out of 10 by the moment that I was doing that time, that year that I was doing that on purpose. Was not that winter easy. I didn't want to do winter easy or like nothing like that related. I was not that girl. I really was not wanting to fall in love, and I was having the mindset that I don't want the marriage, I don't want a commitment, I don't want nothing. I just want to live alone, and I just want to be okay with that. And I really, even though I think that I was asexual because I was not capable to give or receive or give in reverse love. So I really maybe want you to focus on that feeling first, that you might not want to fall in love ever again, or you maybe want to keep the peace with yourself. You maybe want to know when, maybe you want that for you, maybe you want that for your partner, so you can open up better to them, but you need to do that all for yourself. Like all of these purposes that you might have in your notes app, or you might have in your phone, you might have in your journal, are for you. Okay, I want you to understand that. Maybe also self-control, because I'm teaching you about it. Even like we are humans, we're not like a clueless person at all. Like we sometimes have our laws, but like 80% of your life could be more peaceful, and like 20% it could be more ups and downs. But you need to know how to handle these emotions, and instead of like expressing in the bomby space, like you will learn how to drain, analyze, and cope with that emotions. So maybe that's a goal that you have, or maybe something like that. Or maybe you want to identify tactics of manipulation for women, for men, because I also pass for that, being manipulated by other people. So I want to also bring you that, and also lies, how to identify lies. Maybe we're going one by one. So write down all your purposes, all your goals that you might have, and why are you doing this, what are the things that inspire you to do this, and kind of reflect about it, like what are your purposes. And you will be able to pass through a lot of pain during this 30 days challenge, as like course, or you are not able to handle this, like be for real. And if you don't think that you are able to handle this, even though write about it, be completely honest. Maybe you want to pursue a committed relationship, you don't know that. I'm also going to teach you how to be committed as a person who really was committed with emotions and all of that. So maybe write about it. Or maybe you want to be more loyal to someone, maybe you want to quit some habits, maybe you want to quit addictions. So I'm always going to teach about it, and also how to love express in a healthy way and rather than a unhealthy way. And yeah, so that was the day first. And kind of reflect all this day. If it's at night, maybe do it tomorrow. If it's at the middle of the day, do it at night. If it's in the morning, do it at night. But just give it a day, a one day to reflect on this. And when you're about to see this video, you will like have a new day, it's day zero, like another day where you start. And always remember that you have the blessing that it's having 24 hours to change your life in a way that it could be better for you, and that is a gift. And it will be sad that you don't take the chance. It will be really sad. So I highly encourage you to do that. Okay, I'm going to give you a song that is called Star. Well, I'm going to give you a song that it's called Star Again by One Republic. You can maybe listen. And always remember that everything you touch deep on yourself will always change. But before this course, the next class and the next video will start, I will highly suggest you a quote. Even I will tell a little bit backstory of me while I'm doing, so you can know me a little bit better. And is that you can never do a change if it's not for yourself. If you do it for someone, it will be called improvement, not change. Because when you want to change actually for you, is because of you, and you will have less friction rather than when you want to change for another person, you will have rejection, and you will have a certain period of time where you actually achieve that change that you did for somebody. But at the end of the day, you will have some friction and you will stop the habit. For example, to me, I used to like a boy when I was in my teenage years, that he was into basketball and all of the fitness stuff, and like I really was not that fitness that I'm now. I mean, I'm working on it still, even though, but like I was not that good, was getting there, playing basketball a lot, that blah blah. But like I was doing my protein drinks and energy drinks like him, and I was doing because of his validation, not because of love, because I really am not attracted to men, but like I was doing that for validation. And after like a month, or like after 6 months that he was still talking to me and all of that, at some point, I tell him like we are going to stop the talking, blah blah blah. But like after a month or two, I lose the habit of doing my energy drinks, because I sent him that pictures of me, look, I'm doing my energy drinks. But like I did that change for him, for validation, not for me. Rather than when I did for someone that was me, I actually stick to the habit, because that was for myself. That was not for another person or another girl or another, human being, or another case. The reflection of like who you are, not for validation of other people. Even in social media, there's a lot of people that get sticked on the fact that they need to be validated in any type of sense. And the same go for addictions or so many things, because I also gonna teach you how to quit some stuffs. Because at the end of the day, people, even those singers, that they do these type of things where they post about getting into a relationship, getting into a hookup, being healthy, being whatever, but that they're not actually transparent with who they are, and they don't show their laws most of the time, because they know that it could go against them. So be honest with yourself, and don't like do this kind of friction thing where you try to change yourself for another person. Even though I see a lot of singers that they want to quit drugs and they want to be perceived as somebody who, is, not bad, whatever, but like at the end of the day they're bad, like they are on weird stuff, let's say, where they have addictions such as women, being with a bunch of women, being with a bunch of men, which is respectable because they're in a process of changing, but like not lie to yourself a lot. Like be honest what you have, and if you have addiction, recognize that so you can do that to change. But like I'm telling you again, don't do that for another person, do that for yourself, and you will feel more soft. Like you will have this new habit with like a new way. So know that from this point you can do that for you, not for others. Even if you have the woman of your dreams or the man of your dreams or the person of your dreams, whatever pronounce it could be, because I want it to be also inclusive, I highly encourage you that whenever the case that might be, if you're with them or not, you will be sure that doesn't matter if they leave you or not, you will stick to the habits, to that good habits for you, not for another person. Okay? Okay. And avoid doing weird things like witchcraft. We're not going to do that. The only witchcraft that I'm going to do today, it's called self-love. That is the first step. We're going to declutter ourselves mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally today. Okay? So, see you in the next class. Bye. Be honest also with yourself. Be loyal to yourself. Okay? Bye, Monkyver. See you in the next class.